Go back. Welcome to Gamify Like a Pro. I am your facilitator, Danica Botts. I'm an instructional designer at Region 4. That means I work with our specialists here to build a lot of their online content. We use Canvas as our learning management system, so I help them put their content into Canvas. I'll build the quizzes, design graphics for them, and create videos for them to make it more engaging, so it's just not a PowerPoint kind of thing. But then I'm a part of the digital learning team and I make my own content too. So I have a session on gamification. Thursday, I'm doing one on choice boards and playlists. Last week, I did generative AI tools for the blended classroom. So yeah, I got a lot going on. Before that, I was in Lamar Consolidated as a digital learning coach, working with teachers K through 12. Before that, I was in Fort Bend teaching, Fort Bend and in Louisiana teaching 8th grade through 12th grade. It's kind of my background. So let me put the notes in here one more time, and that will drive our conversation today. Feel free to open up those notes and go file, make a copy so you have your own. All right. Yeah, I am most active on X, formerly known as Twitter. My handle is Teaching in Chucks. Every Friday when we got to wear our jeans, I would always be that teacher that had on red high top chucks. So they would say Teaching in Chucks, that teacher that's wearing the chucks, teacher with the high top chucks. So I'm just kind of stuck to it as my handle. If you want to reach out later and ask, more in-depth questions about something you saw today, here's my calendar, calendly.com/Danica M. Bots. And we can, set up a deeper dive for you. As I said, I taught U.S. history, so that Captain America is my superhero boo. So I found this really fun girl on Instagram who'll do your portrait on top of any character that you like. So this woman, I've got the Storm from X-Men. Gosh, I've got so many things. But anyway, so super cool that you guys are with us today. We got math, we got high school in the house, assessment coordinator. Yeah, you're going to love gamification. In our session today, the why, the what of gamification and how to get it going, tools of the trade. I really want you to have time to play today. So that's why I didn't really wait too long. Checking my email one more time to see if anybody is lost, can't get in. All right, cool. So I hope you got a chance to fill out my survey because that's what drives what we do. You saw that the survey asks, what are your needs? What are you trying to do through gamification? Do you already have your tools set up and you want students to kind of go step by step? Or do you want to give them some choice in the things that they do? If you said that, well, then I'm thinking we need to cover roadmaps. If you said choice, well, then we need to look at playlists. And I'm digging deep into playlists on Thursday. If you said, I want to do traditional gaming sites, we'll do Gift Kit, quizzes, Blue Kit. So yeah, the survey. What did you say in the survey? I checked it about an hour ago, so I'm going to get out really quick, go behind the scenes. Are you seeing it? You're seeing my survey? Yeah, you're seeing it. All right, look at your responses. And for the first question, what is your classroom goal? I see, we're split 25% and 25%. But the winner is complete a knowledge check. Students do a knowledge check individually or as a team. You want them to be able to do it in class or outside of class, and students can earn points or money for answering questions. Okay, so that tells me that we're going to do the more traditional route, traditional gaming platforms. But a strong second, 4 of you, complete activities that I've prepared in advance. Some activities are required, but after students have choice, okay, so that's choice boards. And then the other one is offline and online. I've prepared in advance. Blue. Sequential, but at their own pace. Okay, yeah, so that's roadmaps. So thank you guys for filling that out. Thank you guys for filling that out. Yeah, I've got them open and ready to go. Again, super informal. Feel free to interrupt me anytime. Anybody need the notes again? Anybody need the notes again? All right. So is anybody already using a gamification tool or platform in your classroom? If you are, unmute, let me know. Drop it in the chat. What do you already have a favorite, or are you dipping your toe into this world of gamification? Let me know. Let me know.
In my 5th grade classroom, we've been doing, I have a lot of students that still struggle with multiplication facts, just being quick with them. And so one thing we do is a book it, and it's straight multiplication facts, and they absolutely love it. And it reminds me of when I was in school and we did the multiplication sheets.
Yay.
So
Okay. So maybe we should start with Bluecat for other people to be able to see that. All right, Karen. Yeah, we're going to see those. We're some time to play. Good stuff. Thank you, people. Thank you, people. What is it? It's all about taking what we do normally, same, says Jennifer, and transforming, adding some level of creativity, collaboration, and play. And that quote comes from Michelle Haken's article on 5 Ways to Gamify Your Classroom. Up there, someone. Okay. Why is gamification something that we want to add to our toolkit as teachers? I could give you a lecture on the benefits of it and how awesome it is, or I could let you play a game about why gamification is awesome. So let me pull up quizzes. You're right on time. You're right on time, Vivian, because we are about to start our first game. I told y'all I was jumping right into it. So if you can see my screen, you can see that with quizzes, and it's one of my favorites just because of the number of question types that it has. Love Bookit, love, Vivian says, yeah. Love Bookit, love Ginkit, but their question types can be kind of limited, and they have their place. But if I'm looking for a tool that's just kind of catch all and drag and drop, man, sorting, timeline style questions, yeah, I'm gonna go with quizzes. So you can see that we have different types of modes here: classic, mastery, instructor pace, test mode, team mode. That there's new even paper mode. So if you're working in elementary, like some of you are, and you want to go a low tech route, it's very similar to what's the other tool that you just hold up the cards and it scans. Anybody, somebody help me out. What's the name of that tool? Gosh. All right, I won't get stumped there. Brain fart. Yeah, I loved it for elementary. Let's do a classic mode and look at our options over here. If you have an Quizlet, no, it's paperless though. You print out the just white sheets of paper. It had these big old QR codes on it, and depending on the way you turn it, the QR, if it's straight up, then that's choice A. If you turn it to the right, that's B.
Isn't it clickers?
Clickers, yes, clickers. Thank you. That's what it was. So quizzes has its own kind of clicker style for tech classroom. Brownie points for you. Woohoo. Okay. Classic mode. What else can we do? Redemption questions. I like this redemption feature for accommodations and modifications. You got it wrong, well, you're gonna get it back again. If you hover over it, you can see exactly what it'll do for you. Let's go. Let's start. All right, let me put this share link in the chat. And this quiz is on just why gamification is cool. So in the chat, if you could go to the chat and click on the link, or you can scan the QR code. Hey, go Catherine, she's first. Or you can go to joinmyquiz.com. And I think this quiz Each of our quizzes that we're going to practice, we're just getting a quick little hint to experience it, and then you make the decision whether it's something you want to continue to invest in. So each of these is only like 5 or 6 questions. Hey, Chrissy said, sup, y'all. All right, I like this. I got 12 people in here and only 7 people in the game. I'm on my phone because my laptop was struggling. I get it. And then sometimes I join these sessions just so I can listen. I'm driving home, but I still want to get what I can. So yeah, I understand I have 12 in here, but only 8 in the game. So I will wait 20 more seconds and get on with the get on. No? Okay, let's roll. Start. Let's experience quizzes. did you think about that? Looking at this from the teacher perspective, especially if quizzes is new to you. I loved all the answer options. Thanks, Natalie. Feel free to unmute. Yeah, answer options.
I was
On
typing until you said to unmute, so I'll just say what I have to say.
We're
I love
informal around
quizzes.
here.
It's amazing. I just wish I had more of the pro features because I very rarely get to play with the pro features. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. I'm on a basic account. But it was great. Appeal to different types of learners with the answer options, and they even have accommodations now too. You can do accommodations. I think I have a slide in here about the accommodations in quizzes. I should have my slides hyperlinked so I can quickly jump to them. Here we go. Yes, quizzes, oh no, that's depth of knowledge. Glitch, yeah, accommodations for individual students. If you make accounts for your students, notice that we didn't make accounts. We just jumped in and started playing. You can give extra time, redemption questions, reduce answer choices. Oh my gosh, dyslexia font, bilingual dictionary, good stuff. Natalie says, I like that it wasn't teacher-driven, self-paced. We didn't waste time waiting for everyone. Quizzes is amazing. Dating always gets better. I have used it in the past. Was that the free basic account? Yeah, that's the free basic account. But it is $15 a month if you want the pro. I like the different forms, drag and drop. Yeah. You got to experience that. But hey, holla at your girl. Get yourself a, in the school year with something pretty engaging. And then next school year, because we have a partnership with Quizzes at Region 4. Hey, send me your email address and I can extend it for you for another 60 days. They're good folks. They are good folks over there. All right. Yeah, I've totally forgot to go into the blended learning aspect of it, but you guys are some smart whippersnappers. So I didn't need to talk about how you can use blended, how you can use gamification to flip the lesson, front-loaded you with benefits, the benefits such as star alignment, Teaks alignment. You can deliver them as homework or live. Take that data into your PLCs. The worksheet, absolutely not. You are direct messaging me. You need to send that to everybody. Everybody needs to see the genius that you are putting in the chat. At Region 4, our digital learning team, we have a grant to specifically work in the area of blended learning from the Charles Butt Foundation. Shout out to the HEB family. So yeah, that's why we were able to offer this session for free, because we were aligning gamification to how you can use it in a blended learning. So thank you, Natalie. So how it aligns to a blended learning setting. So you can do this whole group, or you can do it in your small groups where you set up the station. I did it self-paced here, but you can do a homework style and they work on it on their own. Or hey, it's individual teacher check-ins when you're doing your small group. So many ways that blended learning fits in, that gamification fits into, blended learning. Shameless plug, on our digital learning team, we have these micro courses if you really want to dig into digital learning, and we call them Blended Learning University. And it's like 6 or 7 courses. It keeps growing. One just on assessment, data-driven instruction, one 1-hour course just on personalizing instruction, one course just on a student, one just on forming relationships, one course just on upping rigor. So if you need some quick PD hours at the end of this year, or you need something over the summer, yeah, go take one of those courses. Go take one of those courses. I'll give you the link. It's on my note guide, but I'm used to typing it so fast. Digital learning / events That's everything we got going on right now, and a lot of it is free, so jump into it. Areas of caution, as with everything, start slow. A lot of the content is made for you. A lot of these platforms that I show you, they have libraries where you can just, kind of copy and tweak what someone else has done and align to your curriculum. So that's great. So you don't feel overwhelmed that I have to do everything on quizzes or Gimkit right now. Don't do that to yourself. Use your team too, and start what's already in their libraries. Not everything has to be gamified, so know when to stop, and don't do it just because it's the new buzzy shiny tool that you hear everybody talking about. Does it work for your students? And that's why you're here today, to kind of get a sample of each platform so you can say, this is the horse that I want to run with. I want to run with Kit in my class. Quizlet Live in my class. But I believe every teacher should have a full toolkit, but anyway. All right. Where are we going? I just opened that template up. Even if I don't get to it, you still have my note guide. All right. So because on the survey, you guys said it was more about traditional gaming sites for you. You got to experience quizzes. On my note guide over here, let me pop that in the chat one time. Don't know if we have any new people. On my note guide, I'm on number 5, gaming platforms. I'm on number 5, gaming platforms, and I'm on the quiz. I'm in a table with quizzes. So when you get some time, go watch the intro video. You can try a game of quizzes there. I told you it was $15 a month. I have a hyperlink to all the different, how the question types in quizzes matches to STAR, information about the different game modes, how to play it, what review looks like. Good, go check it out. Let's move on to Gimkit. Let's go to Gimkit. Of the traditional gamification slides. And Gimkit is right next to quizzes on my note guide. All right. Because it's Monday. No, it's not Monday. Is it Monday? It is Monday. Bless you guys for being here, not trying to make you think too hard. This next game is going to be on Southern sayings. Southern sayings. So with Gimkit, it's another freemium platform, meaning access to the basic things are free, but if you want access to everything, there's upgrades. But hey, you can do plenty just with a free version. So the games are called kits, Gimkit. Let's just jump in it and talk about it later. How about that? Play first and then give me the details. So the thing about Gimkit is monthly. They have a set of game modes that are free every month, but if you pay for it, then you get all of these fun game modes like Thanos, where the student who's winning can snap their fingers and wipe everybody else off the game board. There's capture the flag, snowball fights, so much. Flora's lava, humans versus zombies. But here we are under the free mode, and you can always click on a game mode for an explanation of what it is. So if I do this knockback, it says we're battling to knock opponents off the screen. You can earn energy by answering questions, fueling your movement, and empowering your pixelator to unleash devastating blast. Let's do knockback. Set the game. I'll give us, I think it's like 6 minutes, 6 questions. I'll do 6 questions. Every question that you answer right, I'm going to give you 1,000 points. Do I want to put you on teams, or is it every man for themselves? Use a nickname generator. That's fun. Students love that. Join late. Yeah, sure. No problem. So put on your student hat now, and then we'll switch and put on our teacher. All righty then. Copy join link. Putting that in the chat for you. There we go. Let's go to the chat. By answering correctly, you can knock other students off the board. All right, let's start the game. There you go, maroon sloth, friendly iguana, fearless leopard, brave gecko. Nice. What does the data look like? We can review the report. How far is over yonder? Nobody knows. Depends on who you're talking to. Might could. 11 of us aren't sure what might could means. If I had my druthers, if the creek, almost everybody knows if the creek, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, full as it ticks, nobody neglects your heart, and everybody knows what you're fixing to me. So, everybody. Okay, you tell me, what did you think of GimKit? What did you think of playing GimKit? Anybody want to
get the hang of it. I was just kind of standing around figuring the screen out for a while.
Okay. Now this is too much like a game for me. Too much. Okay. I wonder if you would enjoy just the traditional playing episodes. I kept dying. Yeah, Vivian, you got to answer the question to keep going. Karen, yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve with GimKit. Rosalind says you played it before, but not the elimination game. And that's one fun thing about it is it's not, I mean, with the different game modes, it could be different every time you guys play. All righty. I like the anonymity of it. Okay. If a student is concerned about being wrong, didn't like a short answer because you have to put the answer exactly. Yeah, so I that's me being cheeky. But if we're doing a math question, you know, we've got some math teachers here, then that is the text input where it has to exactly match what me as the math teacher put in, or it has to contain at least like these choices. So that's that, Stacy. Catherine, if you don't know what your controls are, it can be frustrating. I just answered questions out loud. I know our students would love it. Just throw them in there. Just throw them in there. Let's see. As you can see, I don't have a pro account. I'm just on a basic account. You can see upgrade here in the corner. If you're going to make a new kit, that's what they call them. Real quick, you can see that you can play live or you can assign it for homework, which would be like a station in your class if we're talking about learning. But a new kit, I would just give it a name. Southern sayings, choose my language that it's in, the subject that I want it to be in. Next, choose a cover. And then you can add questions or create them from flashcards. It'll pull from Quizlet and create flashcards for you. Kit collab as if you're working with a teammate and they already have questions in here. Question bank, import from a spreadsheet. And it's a pretty simple interface. Not all the bells and whistles of quizzes, but sometimes you just need flat out multiple choice or type in the right answer. I think somebody said earlier, they just use it to replace worksheets. So love it. You can add photos, you add audio, or there's an equation editor here for my math teacher. iPad friendly. Yes, they are, Jennifer. Not a silly question at all. This is the opportunity to ask. You're learning about new tools. Is it going to work in my classroom for my students? That's exactly the type of question that you ask. Thanks, Jennifer. Let's see. So from my notes, GimKit, it's $4.99 if you want access to all of the modes that it has. Yeah, that's the big thing with Kit. And you can do fun things like customize your little avatar. All right, is there anything else that I wanted to say of these traditional? I think time for one more traditional, and then just as many of you asked for choice boards and playlists, so I'll go over those real quick. Let's do Blue Kit. On my note guide, I have over here, let's see. Blue Kit is free. With the free, you can get Up to 60 players, up to 60 students can play at one time. They also have different game modes. Now, let me cue up this baseball logo one. I can assign them for homework, do them in a station, or we can do them live together. These game modes are so fun. But yeah, depending on the level of your account, you may not have access to all of them. Let's just do classic because we had someone say earlier, I don't quite know what to do, so I didn't really play. But all of them have just like a basic one to start with. But there's Monster Brawl, Battle Royale, which is everybody's favorite. So a shark, a Jaws theme over here. Cooking in a cafe. So it's the same content, but I mean, every time you play, it can have a different theme. So they don't know. It's not something new and awesome you did each time. Let's go. These little characters are called bloopkits, those little square things. So what are your options for play? You can randomize, allow people to join late, use random names. You can allow students to make their own accounts. I have 5 questions, so we're going to do 5 questions. My kids love making blue kids. Yay. Love it. Post now. Copying this link and putting it in the chat. Let's play Blue Kit. You need at least 2 people to play a Blue Kit. All right, I'm gonna start us. And if you join late, just cool, just jump in and hit that link. Teacher, I'm sorry, I meant to do assign, at your own pace. Sorry about that. So I see 7 out of 9 of you have answered it. On to the next one. 78% of you answered and you got it right. It's giving me data after each question. You are fast. Oh, strokes. Nice. Woo, Jennifer is quick draw McGraw. Woo, there's Vivian taking first place. Oh, no. Well, no. Last question. Yoo-hoo! Go Jen, go Viv, go Kayu. What does the data look like when you're finished playing? Their reports are pretty simple. I had 10 people playing, 36 correct, 2, my leaderboard. In the free version, This is all you get when it comes to data. But more similar to quizzes or I didn't show you any other version. When you upgrade, I mean, you can see like teak alignment and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's free, up to 60 players. You can discover sets or create your own, or you can get access to all of the game modes. Create folders, more details in your reports. So one thing that does bug me about BlueKit is you can use the Discover library to find something. So I went to Discover, typed in baseball logos. I like this quiz, for example, but I cannot copy it. That's an upgraded feature. So I had to have one screen open and copying the questions and pasting. That's one of my irks about BlueKit, but I think it's super fun. Anyone else lovers of BlueKit? Do you guys want to unmute and talk about it? It's really fun. That's all you need to know, says Karen. That's all you need to know. What does it look like to create BlueKit? So if I click on create in the upper left corner, I can add my own cover image. They have kind of like an Unsplash integration where I can just type in baseball, right? Give it a title, a description, and you can again import from Quizlet. If you have questions in an Excel sheet or a Google sheet, you can import or manually create the questions and the question types. Baseball test, create, add a question. Here, you can add images, baseball. Unsplash is Creative Commons, so it's always going to be, high quality, but I couldn't get a Phillies logo or Atlanta Braves logo. I had to go out to Google for that. For my math teachers, you have a very nice editor in here. Audio is an upgrade to add audios to your question. And even in your answer choices, you can do the equation editor too, plus add images. So I like it. I like it. Any thoughts you had while playing? A very quick intro to, again, I'm on the starter account, nothing fancy, but that was still fun. We still had some fun.
Hey, so we're going on a field trip. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going on a field trip, a walking field trip of downtown Bastrop. And we have this medallion tour where the kids can learn about all of the sewer caps and how Bastrop is connected to Texas history. So now my brain is I want my kids to do a presentation to teach the information before we go on the field trip so they know what they're looking for and the importance of why it's there. And so I told my kids today, I was like, well, we're going to put together a project. And they're like, we're already doing projects in the other classrooms. And they're kind of already they're tired. But I'm like, man, I could give each one of them a topic and they could turn each one of them into a booklet. And then we could share the booklets and the kids could learn while they were playing. That's a great idea. I'm going to do that.
Share that with me when you're done. Yeah, we would share that on our page. How cool would that be? Absolutely.
Love that. Thank you.
Anybody else spark anything for anybody else? Well, you got my email address. Real quick, 8 minutes left. I want to jump to my note guide again and go to number 3 and 4, tools of the trade. Because, 4 of you did ask for materials to make your own choice boards. Again, Thursday, I have a session, nothing but choice boards and playlists, but I want to at least let you see these templates and hey, you can do what you want to do with them. choice boards, I'm on the wrong slide, choice boards. So click on those few templates that I have there for you. And shout out to the wonderful teachers that made these. I did not, but I am always browsing X and Instagram, and Ditch That Textbook has great resources, and hey, bringing it back to you guys. So a choice board says, you know, I have the activities already planned, but I want to give students some say in what and how they complete it. So these are some very popular examples, some templates. Depending on where your students are, if I'm starting at the beginning of the school year, maybe I don't want to overwhelm them with too much. So I might do a this or that, where you've got just two choices. You can do this or you can do that. If we're doing like a 5E model lesson plan for the engage activity, one of these. Can you send the link? Yeah, Rosalind, stick around, stick around. Yeah, one or two choices. Read an article or watch a video. Do this Nearpod lesson, this Pear Deck lesson, or go through my video where I recorded myself doing the presentation. So that's the idea behind a this or that. More advanced, they know how to handle choice and rotate through your stations now. You might move up to the assessment board where you have 6 options, or again, I'm keeping it trim, I'm only doing 4 options. Or me as a former eco teacher, I really love this budget template where you say that they have a certain amount of money to spend, $15, and you get to spend it how you want to. I'm looking at the $15 budget template with me on my notes guide. The $4 activities are the more challenging ones, but by attempting these, you get further down the road faster to completing the content. $3, $2, $1, less challenging, maybe more creative, more fun. But you can't make the $15 without at least trying one of the $4 activities. So that's what I think is interesting about that one. And then pretty popular right now, at least in Tomball, we do a lot of work with Tomball ISD, this recipe for success, where this is just a Google slide where they will hyperlink the activities and say, you must do this. These are the required activities. The may do are the optional ones. Catch up. This is where you can find what you've missed and you need to catch up. And then you pick the choice, choice activities. So does anyone have a favorite choice board that they like, or is there something on here that's like, yes, I can do that? I want to roll with one particular one that I see here. Anybody?
I like the dollar amount.
This or that. Depends on where your kids are at. Yeah. And the dollar amount is challenging because I don't think that's for a beginner teacher. You know, you have to have these activities planned. They have to be in the bank already. The beginning teacher doesn't have 3 versions of this activity, 3 options for. So choice boards are really a team sport. You have to lean on your team to all come together and say, let's create. Because yeah, to offer choice, that's a lot of work on one teacher to try and create this all of your own. So yeah, you can't be on an island. You can't be that teacher that's on an island and do choice boards because and utilize those resources that come with your textbook. You know, they give you worksheets, they give you online activities. So choice boards is about putting all those together. Yeah. And letting the student do their thing. And last one, just because I think it's a really cool one, come with me to number 3 on my note guide, the Netflix channel one. Or whatever, but I think it's really cool. It's probably one of my favorite playlists. So there's choice boards. The name says I get to choose. but a roadmap says I have a definite starting place and I have a definite ending place, and I have to go in sequential order to meet my teacher's requirements. So I like this this road race one. I really like the Netflix one because it's like you're watching a Netflix channel. You start with episode 1, then you go to episode 2. You put your own images. This is a PowerPoint slide or a Google slide where you replace the images with the images that represent the topic. You put a description, the activity, what they're supposed to do, and you link out to it. Now I have run out of time for today, but hey, if you come to my session Thursday and Rosalind asked me specifically for that link, let's go there. Let's see, Control-C, put it in the chat. Here is our digital learning page of everything that we got going on. We've got a blended learning mini conference, June 12th. Dr. Catlin Tucker, the guru of blended learning, is going to be our guest speaker. She's doing 2 sessions, one on getting started with blended learning, and then one on how you can use AI for blended learning. Then we have an instructional technology academy in October, really just focusing on AI tools and how they're shifting, impacting what we're doing. Check that out. And then in January, we have our big catch-all digital learning conference, and everybody is there, every EdTech platform, teachers presenting, cool beans. If you want to know more about, take a self-paced course on AI, we have 2 pathways. We have a series of courses just for leaders. That's 3 courses. We got a series of courses just for teachers, 3 self-paced courses you can take. Here we are in May. Last week, I did a session on creating instructional videos. Today, I'm doing Gamify Like a Pro. Thursday, I'm doing choice boards. So all you have to do is click on the title of it. Click register. It gets it in your cart and you're good to go. Because those are a part of the grant, so they're free. And then on May 16th, my colleague is doing another AI session. AI tools for the blended learning classroom. And then, yeah, I mentioned those blended learning university courses. Blended Learning 101, that's this one for free. Digital tools and strategies that you can use in a blended learning setting. And then, so much to go through. 5:30, good people. What are your questions? What are you gonna circle back to? What do you want to, what are you gonna share with your team when you say, hey, I went to this gamification session, we have to try X. What is that thing? Somebody tell me. Oh, quizzes, yay!
I think I like the one with the choices because I think the students will be, like I've done it before, but not with a program. They will be more engaged if they take control of the learning and how they want to learn.
Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining. Let's see. My contact is on my Zoom screen, so you can screenshot me if you want to follow up and say, hey, I want more info about or experience using BlueKit in the classroom. I would love to get an email from you saying that you tried something or a clip of you and your students and they're playing. Yes, I would love to get that. But if nothing else, you guys have a great afternoon and thank you so much for joining.